The biggest update in Diablo 4's history, the Gauntlet. And no one's playing it. Wow, call me surprised. Who would have seen this coming?
Okay, I got a variety of things to talk about today. We have a Path of Exile 2 announcement that is pretty cool from me personally, I'm about to mention. We also have Diablo 4's Gauntlet leaderboard is out and actually in the game. That's right. You can see the Gauntlet leaderboard here. You can look at people's profiles if they're not private. By the way, it seems like almost everyone has a private profile. So if you were excited to look at what the #1 ranked person's gear was.
Dude, and Blizzard was so happy saying, oh yeah, you can look at what they're wearing, what items, blah, blah. No, you can't. No, you can't. I mean, obviously you can't. Dude, so you need to load everyone's stash tabs when you see them on the screen and, you know, because reasons. But loading a profile of the items they're wearing and, you know, making a snapshot or whatever of that, that's too hard, Blizzard. That's where you draw the line, huh? Really makes me think.
Well, everyone's putting everything on private. So that's a little bit annoying. But the Gauntlet leaderboard is actually out at the moment. Wow. You can start the trial. You can go into the Gauntlet yourself, see how you're going to do. Now, I myself have not been playing the season. I do not find Season 3 fun because
neither has anyone else. Not really unique in not playing the season.
I do not find the vaults enjoyable, and that is sort of the major mechanic of the season. That in this little pet the.
I would say that the irony is the vaults are the most enjoyable dungeon content we have ever had in Diablo 4. And after the vaults leave, Blizzard will not understand why everyone magically hates the dungeons, and they're going to be clueless like what's happening. It's going to be
follows
great.
You around. So my character is nowhere ready for this Gauntlet, and to be honest, I was thinking about logging in, level 69, nice. I was thinking about logging in and getting my character ready and good to go for the challenge, and I'll just walk through here until I die in 2 seconds just so you can see what it looks like. But when you walk in, the first boss is Tomb Lord, and to be honest, after I looked at the vast majority, I watched about 30 minutes just scrolling through different channels of people live streaming the game. Be honest, doesn't look that exciting. No one really seemed like they were having a ton of fun.
How could that be? It's not exciting? I'm shocked. Shocked, I tell you. Well, not that shocked, honestly. Yeah, everyone knew that this is gonna be boring. This is essentially just a dungeon. This is essentially just doing the same dungeon over and over and over and over and over again. And for what? One reward at the end of the week. How did Blizzard think that this is even deserving of the words content? Who knows? Who knows at this point?
And some people only did like one run and then left to go play other games. So I myself think I'm going to be skipping the Gauntlet leaderboard. If you are excited for it, though, you get weekly rewards. The leaderboards and games you can show off. Top 10 will be immortalized for.
Do you want to bet? Do you want to bet that the rewards are not going to be good enough? Do you want to bet that the weekly rewards are just flat out not going to be good enough? And after the first week of rewards, everyone is going to make videos about the fact that the Gauntlet reward is shit? And that it's better to just go farm Duriel instead of actually doing the Gauntlet. Do you want to bet that's exactly going to be what happens?
Each of your leaderboards, and this ends on April. So this is a sort of temporary season-based mechanic for Season 3, and the one they announced on BlizzCon stage. It is now fully and finally here in the game. Now, with that being said, let's talk about what the news is for Path of Exile 2. They have actually reached out to me personally and invited me to an event that they're hosting with other creators.
With blackjack and hookers and a lot of illegal substances. What a time to be alive. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know which of this is embargoed and NDA and what I'm supposed to talk about and what I'm not supposed to talk about, but I did see.
Throw the dice.
that some people were already making YouTube videos sort of announcing this, so it seems like the cat is let out of the bag. There is going to be an event in which we can test out Path of Exile 2. I will hopefully have some gameplay to bring home and show you guys, and obviously I've been kind of converted to Path of Exile recently. I really love the game, honestly, so I'm really excited to check out Path of Exile 2.
Well, to be fair, it's not exactly hard or tedious or even a chore to like or love anything more than Diablo 4, because in my hierarchy of needs and wants, Diablo 4 is like super low, okay? It's arguably the lowest that it is, and it is what it is.
And hopefully maybe get another interview or something in person this time and bring home that footage for you guys here. Now, this is going to be in the next couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. You should start expecting to see some of that footage arrive once the NDAs and embargoes and all that stuff gets lifted. I will be able to show that to you, and I'm actually going to get my hands on being able to test out Path of Exile 2 in person for once. Now, the cool thing about Path of Exile 2 is a lot of you might not enjoy Path of Exile 1, for instance. Maybe you're not a Path of Exile 1 enjoyer because you find it...
Yeah, most people aren't, honestly. There are some who are, but the reality is the Path of Exile's player base is minor. It's still a successful game, but, from all the people that could be playing it and the people who are playing it, yeah, it's not the biggest amount. And that's because of the crafting system taking 15 years of novel reading to actually master, which everyone hates. Congratulations.
It to be too overwhelmingly complicated or not user-friendly, which is a fair enough way to receive the game if you're trying it for the first time. But Path of Exile...
My favorite part about Path of Exile is that there are people who get to like level 50 and they have never even once accidentally opened up the... Wait, what's it even called? Skill tree? Node tree? Passive tree, I think it's the official name, right? I forgot. And they haven't even opened that thing up. And they don't know that there's points that you allocate. That's the craziest thing, because I'm pretty sure there's no way to get rid of the plus at the bottom left side next to your potions. I'm pretty sure there's no way to get rid of that plus sign. So, how do people actually miss it? I have no idea. But as far as I can tell, that's real. And a lot of people miss it.
Too.
And there's the other group of people that that don't know how links work for skills, which is kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious. They figure out where to put the skill gem in, but after that they're kind of not interested in what the thing between the colored sockets is. That line, what it does. It's absolutely crazy.
Seems to be a much more average user friendly or a wider market, for instance, for the demographics on it, because there's things like respecking mode now only costs gold. They're actually adding gold into the game. There's like a dodge row similar to how there is in Diablo 4, etc. So there is some more user friendly quality of life.
Hey, as I said, the moment I saw Path of Exile 2, I instantaneously thought, wait, this is gonna out Diablo 4 Diablo 4. There's no way it doesn't.
Features which are...
But again, I think the Path of Exile 2 is going to have a bunch of redundant mechanics. The amount of redundant mechanics that game is going to have is going to be crazy. Day one, they will... I can tell you two things that they 100% will... one thing that they will fix, and I can tell you a couple of things that people are going to ignore, because it's just stupid. It works on paper, but it doesn't work in practice. The first thing that they're gonna fix or completely remove is skills locking you into movement, like the meteor call down of the source or magician or whatever the class is called, wizard, who knows which. All the abilities that move you a certain direction back after casting forward or whatever, unless it's an intended movement skill, they're gonna remove that. No one is gonna play meteor if your character casts it, is stuck in an animation, it takes long, and then they jump back. No one is gonna play that, okay? Everyone's gonna hate it. And the second thing that's going to be completely irrelevant is, what's it called? Ammo types or whatever for, the mercenary? Is it the mercenary? I don't know. But you know what I'm talking about. The ranged play style with the crossbow. That one. That one that has different types of ammunition and whatnot. People are not gonna combo the ammunition. People are not gonna use tar grenades and then ignite that shit, okay? People are not gonna do that. Most of those mechanics are gonna never be used in the actual game. And I think Path of Exile 2 is going to struggle a lot with stuff like that. Because it's works on paper, doesn't work in practice. People do not want to do tedious garbage. Never. People will always try to avoid tedious things like that. Swapping weapons, no, that's too much. That's like a hardcore 1%er thing. Yeah, not even joking. Swapping weapons just for casting things, way too complicated for an average guy.
Are not present in Path of Exile, one that might appeal to more people in the general market. But we're going to see when I actually get my hands on it. So if there are some questions that you in particular are wanting to know about Path of Exile 2, I would recommend coming by the live stream.
Will it have a boob slider? There.
Today, leaving me a message. I'm going to be taking messages from the live stream and putting them into a folder in which I would take with me to ask questions when I get there about Path of Exile 2, things to record, things to ask for people that are developing the game, any Path of Exile 2.
Will there be an ass slider?
Related information you're looking forward to getting, now would be your opportunity to remind me or ask me to look into that. So that's about that.
Good job, DM. I'm proud of you. Anyway, that was Microtransactions TV. 10 out of 10. What a job. What time to be alive. Skittles, the person. This was Quizzer Said, and thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and have a nice day. Bye-bye.